We take it that you are still under oath because you were here before. The oath you have taken is still valid to proceed with your testimony. Yeah? Part of the statement I read to you, you remember that I said you are under oath and you should be able to tell us anything that you are going to tell us should be factual. Okay? And under no circumstance that you should or you would tell us anything that is not factual, and that will be contempt of the National Assembly, and that would be serious. Huh? Also, you are at liberty. Your statements, we will take them. If you think they are factual, I mean, we are not going to take you to any, you are not going to, your statement will not take you to any court of law. That's your statement that you have given us. We will take it. But let them just be factual and for the committee, yeah? That's important. So, like I said, without wasting much time, legal, we will give you the witness for her testimony. Sorry.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Good morning, Ms. Sarr. Welcome back to the National Assembly. I hope you had a successful surgery. Honorable Chair, if the committee is set, I could proceed. Mr. I would like us to commence our session today with a bit of a recap of the last session. And in the last session, you had explained to the committee that you were appointed in July 2018. I believe it was on the 9th of July 2018. After the departure of Mr. Al-Haji Mamadi Quran, although he was given his matching letters on the next day, the day after you were appointed. So there was time for handing over. Now, you have explained this. Could you remind the committee again the circumstances that were surrounding your appointment, just to refresh our minds? The mic, remember the mic, and you can pull it closer to you so that you are audible.
Well, good afternoon once again, Honorable Lead Council and Mr. Chairman and the rest of the committee members, the press staff. Good afternoon to you all. Well, like I said, when I was here the last time, there was this day that the then Honorable AG called me in his office, saying that he wanted me to move to the JANNEH Commission to replace Mr. Kurang, Mamadou Kurang. So we discussed that in his office, and I asked him for a copy of my appointment letter in order for me to, before I can move to the commission. But he said, according to him, he said it was just a temporal thing, that I can just move from the office to the commission.
And that was the circumstances surrounding your appointment?
Yes.
And the next day you moved to the commission?
Yes.
We also established, or rather, can you remind us the level of discretion you were allowed at the commission? I believe on the last date we established that you were there to pick up the slack from the previous secretary, but you were not given much of a voice, correct?
Yes, I was like the assistant secretary.
Yes, that was your designation.
Yes.
What I want you to brief the committee on, or just to remind the committee, was the level of your engagement as for this, with regards to decision making.
Well, I was more or less performing the same functions that I was doing at the office as the deputy PS. I was in charge of the secretariat.
Yes. So when it came to issues of the secretariat, were you making decisions? Did you advise the commission? And was your advice heeded too when it comes to issues of secretariat or administrative issues? Just a recap on our last session. You know, you have testified to that effect already.
Well, most of the instructions were coming from the chairperson of the commission.
And how often were those instructions?
Like, for instance, if a letter is to be sent out, then they will be called upon to convey the instruction.
So during your time, it was mostly a relationship of you following instructions rather than you being a technocrat in the sense that you are an advisor.
Like I said earlier, I was like the administrative head of the commission.
Okay. And you mentioned that the instructions came from the chairperson.
Chairperson.
We spoke about instructions coming from the Ministry of Justice as well, correct?
Yes.
And we also spoke to the extent that the ministry also gave some directions on matters of matters that the commission is abreast with, like auction, sales, and whatnot.
Well, in terms of the sales, I came after when most of the decisions were made after the sales.
Yes, but there were some sales that you oversaw.
That was the last sale.
All right. There were two phases of sales, correct?
Yes.
There were two phases.
Yes.
The first phase was overseen by the first secretary, Mr. Quran.
Yes.
And then the second phase was seen by you. Correct?
The only thing I did for the second, phase of the sales was to issue out letters to the media houses for the advertisement, for the sales.
Okay. But you just mentioned today that you were the head of the secretariat. Administrative head. And I believe the commission had made an order for the secretariat. And I believe the order was for the secretary, which was yourself at the time, to oversee rather the sales process. Correct?
To oversee the sales?
Yes.
Well, there was no instruction in that regard.
Do you recall an order of the commission asking for sales?
To the head of the secretariat.
Yes.
This is what I just said, that I was only asked to issue out the letters to the media houses for that advance, for that advertisement of the sale.
And okay, we will get to that anyway. All I wish to know at this moment is to what extent the Ministry of Justice gave you directions on matters such as sales, auctions, and perhaps reporting.
Ministry of Justice?
Yes.
Regarding the sales?
Yes. There was no communication ever from the Ministry of Justice regarding auctioning, sales to the commission, through you?
No.
Okay. Let's go to your submissions. And I would like the Secretariat to aid you and provide you with a copy of RS 34.
Yes.
Have you looked at it? I will just give you 2 minutes
Okay.
to go over it. This is a report to the chairperson. Just go over it, and it's about 5 pages, 5 to 6 pages, and it has attachments. You need not peruse the attachments, but please go over the document yourself in its 5 pages. Take your time. I will give you 2 minutes. If you need more, let me know. But please take those 2 minutes.
I've done council.
So you've looked at the report.
Yes.
From this report, how many tractors in total? Excuse me. From the report, how many tractors in total were identified for disposal by the commission?
As per the report, 43. 43.
Look at it carefully. This is why I wanted you to get your full 2 minutes. Look through the document properly. You yourself, you had mentioned that there were phases to the sales. Now, accumulatively, there were 2 phases. One phase was before your time as a substantive holder of the secretary position. The other phase was during your time. In fact, you were in charge at that time. So take your time, look at it.
As per the report, 43 was auctioned at Banjulindi. 52 at the NBR and CRR.
All right, let's take it step by step.
Okay.
You know, we have now categorized them into 2 phases.
Yes.
Phase 1, which was the tenure of Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Quran. That was phase 1, correct?
Yes.
All right, phase 1. What were the dates? Let's put that on the record. What were the dates of phase one? When did phase one ensue? Could I help? Would you like me to help?
It's in June 23rd.
Correct. So phase one began from June, the 23rd of June to the 26th.
Yeah.
A 3-day exercise.
Yeah.
Over 2018. And of course, you are aware that sales had stopped. The Commission decided to stop sales after influence from the government. You are aware of that, correct?
Yes.
You are aware of it. All right. And then, subsequent to that, you were appointed. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, once you were appointed, a few months after your appointment, about 3 months after, another set of sales ensued. This time, what date did it begin from?
October 1st.
The 1st of October 2018.
Yeah.
And it went on for a period of 5 days. Correct?
Yeah.
This was during your time. That is phase two, correct?
Yeah.
Now, my question is how many tractors in total were identified for disposal by the Commission in both phases? Now we're talking about
95, 43 plus 52.
we're talking about identification at this point, not sales. How many were identified?
About 95.
Take your time.
$59. $59.
All right. You know what we'll do, Mr. I would ask you. You've seen RS34.
Yes.
Now RS34 is your submission, correct?
Yes.
All right. Help us, take us through RS34. What warranted RS34? Who was it from? And what date was it, etc.?
As per the memo, it is from Ms. Fatu Drame, to the chairperson of the commission.
And who is Ms. Fatou Drame?
Ms. Fatu Drame then was one of the assistant secretaries to the commission.
So effectively, Ms. Fatou Drame was assisting you, was one of your assistants?
Assistants, yes, and she was responsible for the sales together with one of her one other colleague by the name Keba Drame. Keba Buya.
Ms. Sarr,
yes.
You were the head of the secretariat.
I was.
It needs to be clear that it was not Fatou Drame that was responsible for the sales, but you. Fatou Drame was a team leader.
Council,
For one of... Yes, Honorable Chair.
we do not have a quorum. So I'll stand the session down.
We can stand down for 5 to 10 minutes. If IT could also pause the live stream, perhaps.
cancelled, we can continue.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Ms. Sarr,
Yes, Council.
perhaps if we could get advice from technical if they're back on air. Honorable Chair. All right. Ms. Sarr,
Yes.
we were discussing the issue of tractor sales.
Yes.
And we had already established that you were appointed and told to go and fill the post temporarily on the 9th of June, or was it July?
July.
9th of July 2018.
2018.
And you have identified that 3 months later, in October, a sale process ensued for tractors. And that sale process, we have today identified it as phase 2 of the tractor sales. I wish for you to guide this committee on how many tractors in total were identified by the commission.
As per the report here, it's 43 plus 52. That's about 95.
So phase 2, to clarify, had two teams.
Yes, team 1 and team 2.
Team 1 and team 2. All right. Perhaps let's take this approach, Ms. Sarr. I would like you to look at RS 34 from the beginning and guide the committee through it. It's a report that was done during your tenure as secretary by one of your assistants.
But like I said earlier on, look at the first paragraph here on this same 34.
Yes.
RS 34, sorry. The meeting was held well before I moved to the commission. It was held on June 23rd to the 26th, 2018.
Which meeting are you talking about?
The meeting for the sales.
That is the first phase
second.
or the second
The
phase?
second phase.
When was the second phase? When did the second phase begin?
This is the reason why I said in my last meeting with you that the decisions were made, the decisions for the sales of the tractors were made well before I came in, well before I succeeded my predecessor,
All right.
Mr. Sarr.
Okay. So when did you just mentioned that phase 2 began in?
Yes. It was already
date?
discussed.
What
it was
date?
already discussed well before I came in.
So what date did the sales begin?
1st of October. But the meeting for the sales was held well before I...
Where does it say that?
Look at the first paragraph here. On June 23rd to the 26th, 2018, under the supervision of the former secretary of the commission.
Yes.
Yes, Alhaji Muhammad Fura.
Yes.
At that time, a total number of this will come up with, yes, up to this, as well as servicemen importing. Exercise was able to generate a total of 10 million plus. Upon orders of the commission, when Mr. Furan left the commission, I was not there.
And what do you recall my question?
Yes.
What was my question? I will remind you my question.
Okay.
Initially, I wanted to know the total number of tractors identified. And then we spiraled into another conversation. And I asked, there were 2 phases. Let's clarify for the record. When did phase 1 begin?
Around, well before I came in, before July, sorry.
When did phase 1 begin? It is clear from the first paragraph of your submission.
23rd, 26th.
It began on the 23rd
to the 26th.
to the 26th of June
Yes, 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
And that was phase 1 of the tractor sales, correct?
Yes.
And that phase 1 was overseen correct? It was overseen. That's what the wording of the report says, correct?
Yes.
The supervision of it was under the supervision of the former secretary, correct?
Yes.
Now, how many tractors did the former secretary?
According to the report here, it's
Auction.
43. 43.
43.
Yes.
Now, we have established that phase 1
Yes.
had 43
tractors.
43 tractors.
Yeah.
And this is ranging from Brikama, Banjulinding,
Yes.
Sibanor, Biam, Kalaji, Somita, Kanilai, and Kotu.
NSA.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. 43 tractors in the aforementioned places. Correct?
Yes.
All right. When did phase 2 begin?
1st of October.
All right. On the 1st of October, who was the substantive holder of the secretary post?
I was.
You, Ms. Ramatulai Sarr,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right. And you became the office holder on the 9th of July, 2018, correct?
Yes.
And before the 9th of July, 2018, you still held a position in the commission, correct?
Yes.
And that position was?
Deputy.
Deputy.
Yeah.
So you were the deputy to the secretary.
Secretary.
So we again established that at all times you were part of the commission. Yes or no?
No problem.
I
I
don't want to give you problems. It's not problems I'm trying to give you. I want to know whether you were at all times part of the commission.
As deputy secretary, this
Yes.
at the office.
You had two different roles in the commission.
Yes.
One as deputy secretary
Mm-hmm.
and the other one as the substantive holder of the secretarial position. Correct?
The second one,
Yes.
as the assistant secretary to the
Yes.
commission.
Okay. So on the 1st of October 2018, sales proceeded again, correct?
Yes.
And that was an order of the commission, correct?
Commission, yes. As per the
During your time,
Yes.
correct? All right. And it lasted 5 days.
Yes.
Now, take us through from that portion. Take us through how your team conducted these sales. Or rather, not that they conducted the sales, but how they were set up. How was your team set up?
I can only explain that as per the report, because I was not part and parcel of the discussions.
You were not part and parcel of which
No.
discussions?
Uh-huh.
Which discussions?
For the preparation of the sales, I was not part of it.
But you were the secretary
I was, yes.
when the commission was beginning the sales again.
Again, yes.
You were the secretary.
Yes.
So you must have been there when that order was made.
I was there,
Yes.
but I was not part of it. Look at this second paragraph. If I may
Miss, okay, take me through the second paragraph. But then what I need you to clarify for the committee is, how were you there and not part of it? I am struggling to reconcile that statement. Please, feel free to elucidate.
Okay, can I take you through the second
Please do.
paragraph? Upon the orders of the commission, when Mr. Furang left, a meeting was convened by the commissioners, the result of which led to the formation of a new team for the sale, led by myself, Ms. Patu Jammeh, and Mr. Kebabuja. The team comprised of the staff of the commission, together with some staff from the office of the president, that's the members of the vehicle control unit, 4 cashiers from the accountant general's office, as well as an auctioneer. The team embarked on a 5-day trip around the country to auction the tractors that were identified and parked at various police stations on the orders of the commission.
Okay, so which portion do you want want to point our attention to?
There's nowhere that the assistant secretary's name is mentioned here.
And
Meaning that I was
was
not part of that meeting.
Okay, let's look at it. Let's break it down.
Okay.
The first sentence says, upon the orders of the commission,
Yes.
when Mr. Kurang left. I believe Mr. Kurang, they mean Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang, the first secretary,
Yes.
who was given his marching orders on the 10th day of July, right?
Yes.
So, meaning this paragraph is alluding to the fact that after the 10th day of July,
Yes.
a meeting was held. Now, your letters of appointment, or your appointment, was for the 9th
9.
of July, correct?
Yes.
On the 10th, the next, you mentioned that in your statement that on the next day you resumed work,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So on the 10th of July, the same day that Mr. Kurang left, you resumed work.
Yes.
You assumed your office at the commission, correct?
Yes.
So this meeting alluded to happened after Mr. Kurang left, correct? You would have been the substantive secretary, correct? The
Exactly.
head of secretariat, as you put it.
Exactly.
Exactly. So any meeting after the 10th day of July 2018, you would have been the secretary
Part
too,
of it. Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So let's not be mistaken here. You were part of that meeting,
This
correct?
meeting,
Yes.
I was not.
All right.
I was not.
What does can you read the first sentence, please?
Of the second paragraph. Upon the orders of the commission, when Mr. Kurang left, a meeting was convened by the commissioners, the result of which led to the formation of a new team for the sale, led by myself, Ms. Fatu Jammeh, and Mr. Keba Bojan.
Okay, let's stop there. It says, upon the orders of the commission, when Mr. Kurang left. After he left, correct?
Yes.
This is after he left.
Yes.
So when he left,
I
you were there.
understand. Yes.
No, yes, and I need to understand as well. When he left, it was you, correct?
Yes.
There was no point where there was a gap that there was no secretary, correct? Ms. Sarr?
No, no.
There was no point where the JANNEH commission did not have a secretary, correct?
That's true.
All right. When Mr. Kurang left, you were the secretary.
Yes.
Now, the way this sentence is couched, it communicates that Mr. Kurang was not in that meeting. Correct? He was not in that meeting. He was not the secretary at the time.
Yes.
Because it's after he left that this meeting was held. Correct? Who was the secretary then?
I was.
And you resumed office on the 10th. Correct? You would have been in this meeting.
But I was not.
You were not.
They were not even reporting to me.
Who was not reporting to you?
These two people.
Who were they
Fatu
reporting
Fatu
to?
and Keba.
Who were they reporting to?
To the lead council and the commissioners.
Is that
The
something
chairman.
that
Yeah.
you...
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
What don't you know?
The report should have been addressed to me. And I take to the commissioner.
Correct?
Yes. But look at it here. From Fatu to the chairman.
Yes. That is fair enough. One would assume that Ms. Jammeh would be getting her authority from yourself. And I can agree with you that at least you should have been copied to the memo. I can definitely agree with you there. But notwithstanding that, you were the secretary to the commission.
I was.
Correct?
Yes.
You ought to have been in that meeting. Correct?
Yes.
So why were you not in that meeting?
I have no idea. And I can't even recall when
With all due respect,
it
Ms.
was
Sarr,
held.
I am not
Ask
taking
any
that
one
answer
of them,
today.
or you may even call the chairperson of the JANNEH Commission and
So
ask him.
are you saying
I was not in the meeting.
that there were meetings of the commission where you were excluded from? This is
Yes.
the second time
Yes.
you have made that. When in your last appearance,
Yes.
you mentioned that there was a meeting held without you, with the commissioners and
Yes,
lead
true.
counsel alone. Let me land. Right? Correct?
Yes.
Previously, when you came, you mentioned that lead counsel and the commissioners had a meeting without you. Right? Now you're saying that there was a meeting held. Your subordinates, Ms. Jammeh and Mr. Bojan, were part of that meeting, but you were not.
I was not.
And you cannot recall why you were not.
Mentioned here.
Can you recall that period? because it would have been a period where you would have been abreast with trying to figure out the files.
No.
Correct?
No.
No. So what would be your explanation?
Even after the sales, they did not report to me.
Who are you talking about when you say they?
The two that were responsible for the sales.
So you are
Fatu and Keba.
all right, Miss.
You can
Miss
easily
Sarr.
tell here. The report is not addressed to me,
Okay.
meaning that they were not reporting to me.
Is that what you want us to see from that? We don't want to conclude on our
That's
own.
the truth, honestly.
Was that the truth, that they were not reporting to you?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm
that's
still
fine.
on oath, yes.
Let's go back to your appointment again.
Yes.
I want us to set the record straight. That's why we're going back to it. You can see that you were appointed. You were not given an appointment letter. You were told that your role was temporary. You were not. You are not given the same appointment that the previous secretary was given.
Correct.
Not in your remuneration and not in your status, right?
Yeah.
You got to the commission. They decided to exclude you from your own testimony. These are not my words.
Yeah.
They decided to exclude you from meetings. You are the secretary. You are the master of records. But they decide that they don't need you to take records in any meeting. So you are excluded from two important meetings that we have on record now.
Yeah.
Were there any other meetings that you were excluded from?
Well, I can't tell now. Maybe we may proceed. Maybe when the time comes, I'll be able to tell.
Can you
I
recall?
can't recall any other years that I was not part of.
So you are generally part of most meetings.
Most, yes.
So how come you are not part of these two critical meetings?
Can't see. Honestly, I can't tell.
You can't tell, Ms. Sarr. With all due respect, I
don't
can't.
even know when this meeting was held.
I cannot
I
take that
found-
answer from you, Ms. Sarr. With all due respect, that you cannot tell. You are the secretary. In fact, the meetings should be convened by you. And I cannot take an answer that you cannot tell. Was it a norm that you were excluded from meetings? And did you understand it to be normal for you to be excluded from meetings?
Well, it wasn't. It's not normal.
So
It's
can
not
you
normal
deduce
for me to be excluded from such an important meeting
meeting?
like this one.
Yes.
No.
So when did you get wind of this meeting?
This meeting,
Yes.
when they submitted the report to the commissioners.
When they submitted is when you understood what the activities that were going on.
Yes.
So you want me to believe, or rather you want the committee to believe that you are not part of the meeting, right? And
I was not.
that's fine. That's fine. You are not part of the meeting. The meeting, as you can see in this submission, split the teams in two.
Yeah.
Team 1, which was supposed to be headed by Ms. Jammeh,
Yeah.
and Team 2 by Mr. Boja.
Yes.
Team 1 went to KMC,
Yeah.
where the West Coast region, and LRR.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Team 2 went to
NBR
NBR
and Central River.
and CRR.
Yes.
Now, you want to tell me, as the head of secretariat, when Team 1 went to LRR, and you are not seeing your secretariat in front of you, as the head of secretariat, you did not know what was going on. That's what you want to tell this committee.
I knew exactly what was going on.
Then why did you just tell the committee, Mr. Hold on, why did you just tell the committee that you got wind of this when the report was submitted?
I mean the report.
The question was,
But
when
I
did
was-
you learn about the activities?
When I was asked to write a letter to send a correspondence to all the media houses for the advertisement of the sales.
And
I
how were you
couldn't
asked?
hear.
How were you asked? Was this written? Was it a-
The chairman, I was called by the chairman.
You were
Chairperson.
called?
Yes.
All right. So do you, let's look at it again together
Yeah.
with the committee. A meeting happened. The,
Yeah.
the commission decided that they would exclude you. I'm not sure whether we can even say that's a meeting of the commission if it's not sanctioned by the secretary. After the meeting, conclusions were drawn. You were not informed of any of those conclusions, but you were given an instruction to act on those precise conclusions. Is that what you want the committee to believe?
Yes, Council.
And still you were head of secretariat?
This is why I made it clear to you that decisions were made already well before I moved the commission.
Well, clearly not, because between the 1st of October and the 9th of July, a meeting was held. So it was not before you came. You were there.
The sale started when I was there.
That is besides the point.
But the meeting for the sale started well before I moved.
Misa,
Yes,
that is besides the point. We have split the sales in two, the auctions in two. Phase 1, we are attributing it to Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang, and all the ills, all the good that was done in those sales will be attributed to Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang, good or bad. But from the 10th of July 2018 to March 2019, when the reports were submitted, the commission was your responsibility. On the 1st of October, when sales began again, the commission was your responsibility. Between that time and the time of your appointment, when there was a meeting to continue with sales, the commission, Ms. Sarr, was your responsibility. Now, we cannot hear testimony to say that you were not aware of the happenings in the meetings, but yet you were part of those implementing every single one of those conclusions of the meeting. Help me reconcile that.
The only thing I was asked to do was to convey the letter for the advertisement of the sale. And that was it.
So a meeting occurred when you were the head of secretariat. Yes?
Yes.
Your subordinates, the people that were under you, knew about the meeting. But you, the head, did not know about the meeting.
I was not part of it.
No.
Until when the sale started.
Okay, when you say you are not a part of it, did you know about the meeting when it was happening?
I was not invited to that meeting. I didn't even know.
Ms. Sarr, with all due respect, you are the secretary to the
Yes,
commission.
I was.
How are you not invited to that meeting? In fact, you are the one, you are the invitee. You are the one to invite people.
Exactly.
You are the inviter, rather.
Yes. That's how it should have been done. But that was not.
So why wasn't it done that way? Is it that you were not doing your function, so someone else decided that they would do your function for you?
The only thing I can recall is when the sale started. It was then that the chairperson asked me to concentrate on the day-to-day activities of the commission and allow them to concentrate on the sales.
Ms. Sarr,
But this particular meeting, I was not in that meeting.
my question is, did you know about the meeting when it was happening?
This meeting, no.
You did not know about it?
No.
You did not know about the meeting?
No.
And you were not in the meeting?
I was not in this meeting.
But your subordinates, the people that are under you,
Yes.
knew about the meeting?
Yes.
And they were in the meeting?
Yes.
That's what...
You can even tell. Look at it here. The report was not addressed to me.
Yes, but don't you find that that is an anomaly?
Exactly. It should have been addressed to me.
So what caused that anomaly? What caused that anomaly?
It's a practice, I can say that it started well before I reported to the commission as the assistant secretary to the commission.
A practice that started?
Yes. Yes, that's what
Please elaborate on that.
Yes, because they were not reporting to me. This report was addressed to the chairperson. And there's another one that was addressed to the
When you say they were not reporting to you, is it on account of this report, or in general they were not reporting to you?
They were not.
In general, they were not reporting to you. So your testimony to the committee is that since you were... Let me land, Ms. Sarr. Your testimony, and please, you can't have your cake and eat it. You cannot restrict it to the sales and then tell me that they were not reporting to me. I just asked you a question. Is it in respect to this, or are you saying in general they were not reporting to you? And your answer to me, was it not that they were not reporting to you in general? Was it not?
They were not.
Okay, that's fine. You can see that the way you were appointed was rather, if I may be excused for this word, clandestine. You were not given an appointment letter. Your appointment letters never came from MOJ, talk less of State House.
Yeah.
You had no conversation with anybody from State House. Correct?
Yeah.
You did not speak to the Secretary General.
No.
You did not speak to the President.
No.
But you are aware that the Secretary must be appointed by the President.
Yes.
But you had no lines to the President. Your line to the President was the Minister. But the Minister also did not give you a physical document appointing you as Secretary. Right? You get to the Secretary. Nobody heeds to your authority. Nobody reports to you, as you had mentioned. Correct? Am I correct? Before I proceed.
They were the only two.
The only two that were not
Yes.
reporting to you.
Yes.
And the rest were reporting to you.
Yes.
All right. You were put it on record that the rest were reporting to you. It was the only two that were not reporting to you. But then those two were part of decisions taken by the Commission, correct? And they implemented those decisions. Decisions that, by order, were under the purview of the Secretary. So I wish to understand how they were not reporting to you. They were your subordinates, the order was directed to you, and they executed it. I understand that they executed it, and I agree with you. But you were the head. You were the one to supervise, just like Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang took responsibility and oversaw the sale of his 43 tractors. Under your tenure, there were about 102 tractors, correct?
Oh, okay.
Were they? I don't wish to put words in your mouth. Just tell me, how many tractors were there in your time?
I added 52 and 43, and that's about 95.
So there were 95.
About 95, yes.
All right. So your tenure, you were to oversee the sale or disposal of 92 tractors.
92. Oh, okay.
Is it 92 or 95?
95.
You said 95.
43.
My apologies. 95 tractors, correct?
95.
All right. And as per the report, we can see that the teams were split in two.
Two, yeah.
You had two assistants, correct?
Yeah.
Fatu Jammeh and Keba Bojang.
Yeah.
And your two assistants are the ones who embarked on the activity. At any point, were you in communication with your assistants?
During the sale?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
I said it, Council, that
Please say it again.
They were not reporting to me.
Was it by design that they should not report to you? Because you were asked to issue out letters
Yes.
for adverts
Yes.
by the chairperson, correct? And you said he called you in his office
Yes.
to instruct you.
Because I...
Ms. Saab, do you see how strange that is? You are appointed secretary, head of the secretariat. One faithful day, you're sitting in your office, a meeting ensues, and I'm assuming, until you prove me otherwise, because you were in office. And from your testimony the last time, you were in office every single day, except for Fridays where you would check in the Ministry of Justice. Now, if you were there every single day, a very important meeting happened. You were in office. You saw your secretariat were walking out of the office or the secretariat space and walking into a hall to hold a meeting. You did not care.
Hall? No. Most of the meetings were held at the commission, the chairpersons and the office.
The chairperson's office.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I used to report every morning.
That's fine.
Yes.
Now, you reported one fateful morning. You went to sit on your desk. Your desk, I'm assuming that from your desk you can see the large part of your secretariat, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Can you see Mr. Keba Bojang?
We were together.
You are together.
It was partition. It was like a big partition.
So there's a big office, but it's partition.
Yes.
But your two assistants, Miss Fatou Jammeh and Mr. Keba Bojang, are within your vicinity.
Yes.
How far?
They were very close to me.
Very close.
Yes,
So if
very
they
close to
sneeze, you will know.
Yes.
If they cough, you will know. Correct?
Yes, Council.
So if they get up, you will know as well.
Yes, Council.
Your two assistants got up to go somewhere you don't know. We take your testimony. You did not know about the meeting. They went. They did not inform you that they were having a meeting, not on the phone, not by telling you, boss, we are stepping out for this such and such a meeting. Is that what you want the committee to believe?
Yes.
All right. Your subordinates left for a meeting, secret meeting, without you. You did not ask questions.
The meeting was held well before I came in. That's what I said.
So, are you saying the meeting was held before you were appointed?
For the sales, yes, before I moved to the.
But that's not what this letter says, Miss Sarr. This report rather says.
23rd to the 26th.
Let's not mislead the record, Miss Sarr, because that will agitate the committee and certainly it will agitate me, right? Let's not mislead. The records say that on the 23rd of June to the 26th of June, an auction occurred, and that auction was taken care of by, or rather supervised by, Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang. With all due respect, I have not asked you about that auction, and I don't wish to ask you about that auction because you are not there. But I will not take that answer for any subsequent auction, because indeed you were the substantive holder of the secretary, correct? And the report says, upon the orders of the commission, when Mr. Kurang left, a meeting was conveyed. The meeting was conveyed after Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang left. And we already established that you were appointed even before he left. So there was no gap or lapse where there was no secretary. As he was leaving, you saw him. In fact, if I can put it this way, you saw the back. Mr. Kurang gave his back to you, and you saw his back as he was leaving. Correct?
Yeah.
So you were there at all times. So let's not, I'm not taking that answer again that you were not there. Let's establish one thing. The meeting referred to here was during your tenure, in between the 9th day of July 2018 and March of 2019. Correct?
Yeah.
We can agree that the meeting was within that time. And you were the head. Now, why were you not in that meeting was the question. You said you were not aware of the meeting, correct?
Yeah.
My question now is, members of your secretariat leave their office. Don't you ask questions?
I used
You used to. Who did you ask questions to? Because there was nobody next to you. Who were you asking the questions to?
my staff now.
Which staff?
The
The
members
staff
of
that
the
were missing.
secretariat.
They were missing. They were not next to you when they were having a meeting. A meeting that it beats my mind that you were not aware of. You were not informed formally to convene a meeting as secretary.
No.
You were not also informed by your subordinates that they were going for a meeting beforehand.
No.
You were not also told by your subordinates after the meeting that they had a meeting and this was the agenda and these were the conclusions.
And there was no minutes for that matter.
And there were no
There were
minutes
no minutes.
for that meeting.
No.
This is your testimony to the committee that you were secluded from meetings. Because it beats my mind why the secretary would not be at a meeting, but the secretary's subordinates would be at a meeting. You were aware of it at the time.
When I saw the memo A copy was submitted to the secretariat.
And you were aware of
Yes,
it?
that's how I knew that. Yes.
You were aware of it?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, his termination.
Right.
And I also made it clear here that I was also told, I was also informed about it by the former AG.
AG.
Yes.
Correct.
That's how I succeeded him.
Yes. So you were aware that sales had stopped. In fact, his exit from the commission was triggered by his refusal to stop sales. And you were informed of that by the AG.
About the sales?
About the reasons warranting the removal of Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kurang as secretary.
I wish the AG was here to clear that.
The AG will be here to clear that. Today, you are here to clear that, inshallah. So now, can you clear that?
I was not aware of the reason for his termination until when I saw a copy of the petition letter.
Now, my question.
That was when it was.
My question was that whether formally or informally, whether you were informed by the AG by word of mouth, or informed by the commission or your subordinates at the commission or the chairperson at the commission, however you came to know about it, it is still true that within that time period, you were aware of the circumstances of Mr. Kurang's exit. In that period. Is it a yes or no, Ms. Sarr? What is the answer to my question?
AG only informed me that the service of Mr. Kurang, my predecessor, was terminated. So I'm going to succeed him. But he didn't go into detail, I mean the circumstances leading to his termination.
But when you got to the commission, you found out the reasons.
That's where I found a copy of the petition letter.
Yes, when you resumed office.
At the secretariat.
Yes, so then you knew at that time, right? When you saw the letter, you informed yourself, correct?
But the petition was not enough for me to convince myself that maybe this was the reason why he was terminated. No.
All right, so you're saying that no, you are not aware of the reasons for his termination at the time?
No.
You are not?
I went through the petition, but I was still not convinced.
You were still not convinced? Yeah. Okay, so you did not know why he was removed as secretary?
Because the reasons were not clearly spelled out in his termination letter.
Okay.
So I didn't know.
All right, and nobody explained this to you?
No.
Fair enough. Now, you resumed from him.
Yes.
And you saw that he had undergone some tractor sales, correct?
Yes.
And I'm sure at that period you would have even been chasing up the issue of the deposit of his funds from the tractor sales, because I'm sure he would have given you handing over notes, correct?
But I have also submitted a copy of his handing over notes. They were not in the handing over notes.
What was not in the handing over notes?
The amount that he deposited at the bank.
It was not there?
No.
Okay. All right, so let's get back on track. What we wish to establish here is that on the 1st of October, you were the secretary, right?
Yeah.
And you were the secretary when Mr. Kurang left.
Yeah.
So everything under administration was under you. Okay, I can, Honorable Chair, I can sense some discomfort from the committee, and because of that discomfort, I would apply that we take the break early while the technical team also try and figure out the air cooling system, if the chair would permit.
I think we need to do that.
All right, I'm good.
So we can take a break for now. Allow the technician to work on it. So we can come back around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock we can begin. Madam Sarr, 3 o'clock we can continue. Allow us to fix the